Two cyclists have black eyes and a lot of bruises after a fist fight with an angry automobile driver. Dallas police are not saying who's at fault. They've charged a man on each side of that fight, leaving it for the courts to decide. Fox 4's Calvert Collins joins us from BPD headquarters with details on this early morning incident. Calvert.
Well, Richard, George Wendt and Elle Natchke still don't know what caused that driver to turn words into fists on Saturday morning. They say they were on their bikes in their correct lane of traffic with their helmets and lights on. Now they want felony charges pressed against that man. Elle Natchke knows a thing or two about bikes. She repairs them for work and rides them for transportation.
I am putting on some pedals.
She didn't get these black eyes from a nasty fall.
And I have a fractured nose, and I've just got a lot of swelling on my face.
At 1 a.m. Saturday, she and friend George Wendt rode from Deep Ellum to Oak Lawn when they heard a car coming up behind them honking.
The car had pulled up beside me at that point, and he started yelling things at me. I couldn't tell what he was saying. I told him in less than polite language to back off and go away. At that point, he continued yelling and started swerving as if trying to hit me.
Wendt says the car did hit him, throwing him from his bike onto the median. But the pain didn't end there.
But he started punching me in the face with his right hand, I would say maybe 6 or 7 times, but I'm not 100% sure.
So Elle Natchke tried to intervene.
And I go over and try to push the man off of George, and that's when the man starts punching me.
Wendt says witnesses saw the assault and stopped, restraining the driver until police arrived. Officers charged both men with a Class C misdemeanor assault.
I did not touch him in any way, shape, or form other than him hitting me with his car and him punching me in the face.
Wendt's new bike seat is damaged and handlebars bent, so the 25-year-old epileptic medical student now has to rely on others for rides. Elle Natchke knows time and ice will heal her face, but hopes Dallas drivers will learn to share the road.
I choose to be a cyclist, and I would love to be able to use the streets without fear.
Now, we learned that the car that was involved in this incident is registered to a man who lives in Arlington. I tried getting in contact with him this evening to get his side of the story, but was unable to do so. Richard?
It's confusing, Calvert. Now, the police were there. They talked to both sides. Why were both sides charged? Do we understand that?
Well, from what Dallas police are telling us, the reason officers arrived after the incident had happened, so they were left to kind of interview both sides to figure out maybe who was at fault. Well, because they couldn't determine that after talking to both the driver and the bicyclist, they charged both of them with that Class C misdemeanor. So it will ultimately be up to a judge next month to determine who really was at fault in what happened Saturday morning.
Quite a story. Thank you, Calvert Collins.